Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Sports Talk and the Success Table. I am Zach Barnett. Let's get into this interview today. But before that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. Let's get into the interview. Once you hung your pads up for the last time, how have you been, man?
I've been good. You know, just pumping this book out, and then I got the new program with the Knowledge and Innovation Center with partnerships with Forbes Business School. So it's awesome. I'm really excited.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's a blessing to see you doing great things, man.
I appreciate it.
So I wanted to get it all started. How did you get involved with football as a kid?
Well, it was one of those things where my dad, I remember sitting in front of the TV one day and I was just looking at these people running into each other. And I remember asking my dad, what is this? And he was like, it's football. And I remember just being like blown away the first time I ever saw it. And it was like love at first sight, I would say.
Yeah. So when you were watching it, who were some of your role models?
I loved watching Junior Seau. I loved watching Sean Taylor, Troy Polamalu, Ernie Sims. There's a lot of guys I watched. But the thing that I really enjoyed the most was I liked like taking little bits of everybody's game and making it my own.
I hear you, man. Hey, to your college years, I watched some of your other interviews that you did, and was looking and really trying to put together some questions for you. But some of the critics that were on your team that surrounded you, what motivated you to plug through all that adversity and just make it to the point that God wanted you to go through or go to that point?
I wanted to be happy. It took me years after the fact to realize that I was doing a lot of things for the wrong reasons. That's why one of the big things I even talk about is just knowing why you're doing what you're doing. You know, I hadn't given that a lot of thought and really dove into it myself as to why I was playing, but I was definitely playing football to be happy. And I thought that it was going to be the end all be all for me. Once I get to this point, everything's going to be great. I'm going to get all this stuff. Everything's going to be amazing. I'm going to be happy. But when I got to that point and didn't get those things, it really kind of put a shock to my system. In a great way, though.
For sure. Yeah. A lot of things in life are just like that. But with your moments up to the NFL, what were some of your highlights that come to your mind and you would say, yeah, they're some of my top NFL moments or football moments in general?
I think making my first tackle, that was crazy, and then putting the uniform on for the first time and knowing that you accomplished your dream. I gave Marshawn Lynch something when we played against him. I've leveled. I think when I look back at my career, the thing I'm most proud of is all the guys I leveled. Yeah, I love to hit, and I love to just, man, I love the physical part of football, and I love to tap people out. So I think when I look back at it, I think the thing I'm most proud of is all the people I tapped out. And there was a lot.
I hear you, man. So going up to that point of the NFL, stepping out on that field for the very first time, what was your thoughts about the crowd What was the thoughts of the chants going on, the boos, the ahs? What was your thoughts on that?
The first time I remember being out there, because I think my first game was like we played Pittsburgh, and it was crazy for me because my wife was pregnant, and she could go into labor anytime, and she ended up actually going into labor during that, like that whole get, like the next morning, I think, or that morning. So I had a baby that morning. I was in Pittsburgh, and then you see all these people, and you get to see all these guys that you really grew up watching, like Troy Polamalu, and you're like, man, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was. And you see all these, like it's just not what you think it is. It's not as great as you think it is, but it's not as bad as you think it is. But it, there's just so many feelings. Like, dang, I can't believe I got to this point. What if I go out here and embarrass myself, and now I'm on ESPN on a that's not not top 10? Like, there's a lot of things that pop up, but mostly I think the thing that popped up the most was just gratitude. Just so grateful that I got there in the first place, and made it, especially knowing I didn't start more than half the season in college. So, like, to get to that point, it was like a testament to, hard work pays off, and knowing the game, of how to do things, that helps a lot too.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it.